Hey, if you're looking to finally be with your partner in Australia and, start your life together, then you have definitely come to the right place. In this explainer, we're going to break down one of the most critical first steps you can take, the Subclass 300, Prospective Marriage Visa. So you're in a long-distance relationship, right? It's all about hope, a whole lot of patience, and just dreaming of the day you can finally be in the same city, the same house. Well, this visa, it's designed for that exact moment. It's all about turning that dream of closing the distance into a real, concrete plan you can actually follow. All right, let's get right into it. The Australian government has created a very specific path just for couples like you. It's called the Prospective Marriage Visa, also known as the Subclass 300. We're going to walk through all the official info step by step so you'll know exactly what this visa is all about and, maybe more importantly, what it actually lets you do. Okay, so a great way to think about this visa is to picture it as a bridge. Seriously, it's not your final destination, not by a long shot, but it is the absolutely essential link that's going to get you from where you are right now to where you want to be, which is in Australia with your partner getting ready to tie the knots. So what is it really? Well, according to the Department of Home Affairs, this is a temporary visa. Its one and only purpose is to let you come into Australia for a set amount of time, specifically to marry your partner. And then once you're married, you can apply for the next thing, which is a partner visa, and that's the one that lets you stay for good. So you see, it's really a two-part journey, and this is the absolutely critical first part. Okay, so we know what the visa is for. Now let's get down to the nitty-gritty. The key numbers, the costs, and the freedoms you get with it. These are the details you really need to know for your planning. All right, first up, the timeline. This one is super important. From the day your visa gets approved, you have between 9 and 15 months. That's it. In that time, you have to travel to Australia and get married. Think of it as your window of opportunity. And believe me, it is a hard deadline. If your plans get delayed for any reason, you could put the whole thing at risk. So planning is everything here. Seriously, the clock starts ticking the second you get that approval. Next, let's talk about the cost. The application fee starts at over 9,000 Australian dollars. Yeah, that's a pretty big number. It's a major investment, so you've got to factor that into your budget right from the get-go. And just a heads up, that's just the base fee. You've got other costs that can sneak in, things like health checks and biometrics. They can definitely add up. Okay, and here's something that makes this visa incredibly valuable. It gives you real freedom. This is not some sit-around-and-wait visa. The moment you land in Australia, you get full rights to work and to study. I mean, that is a total game changer. It means you can start bringing in money, contributing to your new life together, and just get involved in the community from day one. All right, so the big question, is this visa for you? Who exactly can apply? Well, the government actually has a super clear set of requirements. Let's run through them together, and let's not think of them as obstacles, okay? Think of this more like a simple checklist, just to see if you and your partner tick all the boxes. Here we go. These are basically the 4 main pillars of your application. First things first, you, the person applying, have to be at least 18 years old. Easy enough. Second, you need a sponsor, which is going to be your partner. Third, and this is a big one, you have to genuinely plan on getting married within that 9 to 15-month window. And yeah, you'll need to show some proof of your wedding plans. And number 4, and listen up because this is crucial, you have to have met each other in person as adults. A relationship that's only ever been online just won't cut it for this visa. So this application really has 2 sides, and both are equally important. You've got the applicant side, that's you. You need to be over 18 and, like we said, have met your partner face-to-face. Then you've got the sponsor side, that's your partner. They've got to be your future spouse, obviously, and they need to be an Australian citizen, a permanent resident, or an eligible New Zealand citizen. You have to nail both sides of this equation. Both have to be perfect for the application to even have a chance. Okay, so you've gone through the checklist, everything looks good, and you're thinking, all right, let's do this. So now let's talk about the application process itself. We're going to look at some of the key rules that you absolutely, positively have to follow. No exceptions. Now, this next point is huge. You cannot be in Australia when you apply for this visa. I'm going to say that again. You cannot be inside Australia. So you can't be there on a tourist visa, for example, and then decide to apply. The rules are black and white on this. You and anyone else included in your application have to be physically outside of the country when you hit that submit button. It is completely non-negotiable. So how long is this whole thing going to take? Well, the Department of Home Affairs has this tool that gives you an idea of processing times. But, and this is a big but, they put this disclaimer right there on the page. The times they show you, they're just a guide, that's all. Your application could be way faster, or it could be slower. It all depends on how complex your case is, or if they need more info from you. The main takeaway here is, you gotta be patient. Just remember, it's only a guide. Whew, okay, so we've covered a lot. We've talked about what the visa is for, the really important details like time and cost, and who's eligible. Now let's pull all of that together and really focus on what it means for you, right now, as you're planning out your very first step. So to wrap things up, let's just boil it down to the absolute essentials. What do you have to remember? First, this is your temporary bridge. It gives you that strict 9 to 15 month deadline to get married in Australia. Second, the golden rule. You must apply from outside the country. And third, the whole thing is built on 3 pillars: your age, your partner's eligibility as a sponsor, and proving that you're genuinely planning to get married. Remember, getting this visa is the key that unlocks the door to applying for a partner visa and starting your future in Australia. So, as we finish up here, the real question isn't for me. It's for you. Now that you have this information, you know the purpose, you know the cost, you know the requirements, you have to ask yourself, is the Subclass 300 visa the right first chapter for your Australian story? It's a big step, for sure, no doubt about it. But for the right couple, this is it. This is the official start, the beginning of your life together and the path to a permanent future down under.